Before we get started with today's video, I have an announcement to make. After years of telling other people's stories, I finally released one of my own. My novel Eternal Reign is available now in both ebook and paperback format for those of you who are like me and prefer to collect physical media. You can grab a copy right now on Amazon through the link in the description of this video. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. The city of Tiburoa is a pretty odd place that seems to be very fascinated by the stars. While that in itself may not be all that strange, what's weird is how scared everyone is of Princess Emily. The woman is mean to everyone from old people to pregnant women, which is very out of character since Albert had heard that the princess was a very sweet person. Fortunately, Dart and the others aren't in town to see the princess. They're hunting Lloyd, and the best place to find information on who's been coming and going into town is the local bar, so that's where they go. The hostess, a woman named Kathy, is extremely talkative, mainly about stars, pictures of stars, shapes of stars, and pretty much anything else that you can think of that's star related. It's hard for Dart and the others to get a word in edgewise, but when they finally get to ask about Lloyd, Kathy hasn't seen him, which could mean he's not in town, or he just made it a point to avoid her because she's annoying. In the midst of her star talk, she does say something that catches Dart and the others' attention. There's an astronomer named Fester in the city who spends most of his time studying the moon that never sets. The thing is always in the sky regardless of the time of day, and from what Kathy's heard, it has something to do with the black monster. Since these are both things that are high up on Dart's care meter, his group goes to chat with this Fester fellow. The man is perfectly fine with letting a group of strangers into his house to talk about the strange moon. The thing shouldn't exist at all since a spatial body that stays in the exact same spot regardless of how the planets and stars around it moves defies the laws of physics. Every 180 years the moon that never sets turns red, and a moonchild is said to come down and bless the world, but what actually happens is the black monster shows up and wreaks havoc across the land. Nobody knows why the story says something good will happen when the moon changes, but it's actually the reverse, and that's what Fester is trying to figure out. He would talk to Dart and the others some more, but he works for Princess Lisa and it's time for his shift, so he heads off to the castle. Since that means it's time to get out of the man's house, Dart and the others get ready to hunt for Lloyd somewhere else. Unfortunately, since there are so many bandits around, no one is allowed to leave the city at night, so the group has to hunker down and wait until the morning. There's another town in the area called Donau, so Albert thinks they should pick up their search there. To get there, they have to head through a place called the Barrens, and it's there that they run into members of the Gyrich gang, who just so happen to be the bandits that everyone was so scared of. Trying to rob Dragoons doesn't seem like the best idea, but during the fight, Mappy, probably one of the worst named bandits I've seen in a while, manages to get Dart's Dragoon spirit away from him and runs off with the thing. Rose is pretty ticked off at the fact that Dart actually got his Dragoon spirit stolen, but the only thing they can do is head to Donau and see if they can find anything out about where the bandits might be holding up. A lot of people in town have been having problems with these bandits. A woman named Kate was supposed to be getting married soon, but she's pretty sure that's not going to happen now since her fiance Lin decided to go and try to persuade the bandits to leave the city. Why people think Naruto's talk no jutsu actually works is beyond me, but the only thing he's likely to get is dead. Kate does have an idea that she thinks might save him though. Lin's dad is the mayor, so if she shows him the letter that his son left, he might send some troops out to rescue him. Dart and the others agree to take the letter to the mayor while Kate waits to see if her fiance comes back home. The mayor can't believe that his son could possibly be stupid enough to go and try to talk to the gang members. Not only is the group dangerous and secretive, their base is in the Valley of Corrupted Gravity, a place that is so dangerous that the people who go in usually never make it out. Regardless, the mayor doesn't want to abandon his son, but if he sets up a rescue party, the gang might take over the city. Since they planned on going there anyway to get his Dragoon spirit back, Dart and his crew agree to go and try to save Lin if they can. When they leave out of the mayor's house, they see a very odd, barely dressed woman beating up some members of the Gyrich gang. Her name is Meru, and she was gonna go and try to rescue Lin for Kate herself. When she finds out that Dart is on the same mission, she invites herself along. Rose isn't exactly thrilled to add the slightly annoying girl to the group, but since they're going off to fight an entire gang and Meru seems like she can take care of herself in a fight, they all head back to Tiburoa to get the king's permission to enter the Valley of Corrupted Gravity, so they can save Lin, and more importantly, get Dart's Dragoon spirit back. And that's where we're gonna stop for today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, comment, share, and subscribe. Grab a copy of my novel on your way out, and I'll see you all next time.